Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger to me.
I'll be back.
Hello, and welcome back to Austrian Christmas music with me, Hans.
Guten Tag,
Well, that's
Hans.
confusing.
Oh, Gunther, you're in the home. And the small boy with the pastries, what's your name?
I can't think of a name.
That's fine.
Yes, you might have not been fooled by that. It's the 2-Minute Terminator. We're in episode 28, and we are at minute 54 to 56, bridging those 2 minutes. And it's Kyle being interrogated, and it ends with the Terminator possibly showing us the worst special effect, sadly, in the film, which is the Terminator's rubber head, which lets the side down, even though it's a valiant effort from Stan Winston.
It makes the top 10 worst special effects ever
It
seen
does,
in
but
movies, according to a YouTube video
Oh,
with
really?
1.4 million hits on WatchMojo.com.
Well, I don't know. I think it's quite...
It's shit, but it's amazing. At the
I'm
same
Ethan
time.
McKinley, sorry, the host of this show. EthanMcKinley.com is where you can find me. Eponymous co-host Ellie Fitzgerald.
Hello.
And Joe Tucker, journalist and
All right, mate.
blogger extraordinaire.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. So where were we? The worst special effects head ever.
Well, it makes the top 10 worst special effects in movies list.
Hmm.
I'm not sure where, because it's a YouTube video I'm watching.
But it's one of those things
But-
where it's so shitty, it's almost amazing.
It adds to the character and charm of the movie.
I love it.
Look
I-
at that. That's pretty...
Well, they could have used the real Arnold Schwarzenegger for that, I think. And then they could have just done a close-up of that, which looks great, which is
He
the
looks
eyeball.
fucked. He looks like Terminator on Valium.
Scenes like this, when they put the glasses on the rubber head, it actually
The
looks
gargoyles.
passable. The
Yeah.
gargoyles, yeah, it doesn't look that bad. It's a bit jerky, but that looks like him. It's just the eye is dead, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And
Well, the
that's back to
jerkiness
real
I don't
him.
think matters because he is a cyborg.
And I think the paws needed a bit more work as well. The skin is a bit too smooth.
Yeah, well, it's
For me.
1984. That's what I'm saying. It's like a valiant effort. I just think they shot it maybe incorrectly, and they showed too much of the rubber head instead of just kind of like giving you elements of it. Like that when it had the glass on, it looked fine.
But that's for people that love special effect and gore, I guess, from back in the days of when.
The days of when what?
Well, I'm just saying that it kind of... They have certain things in movies, don't they? They're like, right, we'll put this in so that this appeals to this kind of audience. We'll have that in there that appeals to blah, 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 blah.
No, I know, but it's all in how you shoot it, isn't it?
I can
Like-
show you now, guys, a scene from a movie
Could
made in
you?
1928 called Un Chien Andalou, which is directed by Salvador Dali, and it supposedly has the most the scariest piece of special effects ever. So
Okay.
I'm just going to play this to you now. For
Oh,
those
is
that-
this the knife going through the
This
eyeball?
is the knife slice. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the Pixies wrote a song about
Is
this.
it a horse's eye?
Pigs. It's a pig's,
Pig's
eye.
eye.
So just check this out for
And
people.
what do people need to type in to find this?
Un Chien Andalou, or just type in Salvador Dali movie. Watch this now. So there's a woman, and a razor gets dragged along her face. Look at that. That's grim, isn't it?
Yeah.
How good was that? That reaction.
That's
there.
a real eye, though, isn't it?
That it's a pig's eye. Yeah. Let's go again.
That
Holy
weird
fuck.
black gloop that
And when
comes
was
out of
when
it.
was this made?
This was made in 1928. Watch that.
Remember
Close
Elliot-
up of the face. A standard old school traditional barber's
I
razor.
was going to say, it's probably Sweeney Todd, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's not a woman, it's a pig.
And what's great about that is
All
that-
women are pigs, what are
is
you talking
that
about?
There's this like jelly that bursts
Only
forth
kidding,
from
female
it.
listeners. Only kidding,
Let's watch it one more time. It's like splurge of like tripey fatness that explodes from the eye as the razor's being drawn across it.
Did anyone ever have biology
Good,
at
isn't it?
school? And
Yeah, I
cut eyes
had to. I know, but I got to dissect a pig's heart and a frog.
up? I see.
I
It's
never
really
did any
difficult
of
to
that.
rip the aorta
Do you remember that
from the
scene?
heart. Literally, just trying to do it with your bare hands. It's really quite difficult.
Rubbery.
Yeah.
Do you remember that scene in E.T. where he sets all the frogs free?
He does.
That's great.
And gets drunk. Carl's talking about the future water, Dr. Silverman,
He is indeed.
saying the Terminator already gone through. The time displacement equipment was then destroyed shortly after they sent Carl through. So it's just him and him. No one can go back. Anything to add, Ellie?
Yes, actually.
Tell us more.
I remember when I was reading up trivia just before we started doing this
Yes.
podcast ever. Can you think about such a bad time? I remember reading up that originally there was an argument between James Cameron and Orion because Orion wanted the movie to end when the truck explodes at the end, the truck that the Terminator's driving.
Yes.
But James Cameron wanted there to be like this epic ending where it would just be Sarah Connor. So they needed to continue the scene so that then the Terminator actually comes out of the fire in the wreckage, kills Kyle, blah, 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 blah. Now,
You just ruined the movie.
they've all
Spoiler
seen
alert.
it.
What if they haven't? What if they're
But they
watching every
have.
2 minutes as we go through?
I would never listen to a podcast about a movie I hadn't seen.
There'd be some crazy
put-
people out there.
There will be
crazies.
one person who has never seen this movie who is watching it
I'm sorry!
2 minute at a time, and you've just fucking
Fucked
ruined it
it.
for them. So that's pretty good. Look at that. That's
Yeah,
pretty
taking
good.
them
The
out. That's
blobby,
his real
the
head,
blobby
though.
removalness of the eye.
Ew.
Yeah, they could have. I think
Oh.
with this shot, they could have used his real head still, even
One
not
thing
past
I,
this point.
I'm
That could
concerned
still
about.
be real Arnold, still be real Arnold, still be real Arnold, because it cuts, and then they could maybe cut back to this. But
Yeah, yeah.
even now,
One thing I'm concerned about is that in this disused old warehouse room that he's got, there's a really fresh white piece of linen on the side of the bathroom for him to wipe his eye.
Totally. This is what I was saying earlier in the previous episode.
it might be some of these below the poverty line, but they're kind of very clean freaky, and they keep all their.
And where have
towels.
these bandages all of a sudden come from? He's managed to bandage up his hand and his arm.
Well, as we said in the last episode, he possibly robbed a pharmacy and got the scalpel and the required medical equipment. However, later on in the film, as you know, he seems to kind of go off in a sense, or gangrene, because he's a bit zombified.
Yeah.
His skin starts to rot, and of course, I think in the next scene that we'll come to eventually after this 2 minutes is he's got lots of flies and things buzzing around his eyes.
The flesh is dying.
Yeah, the flesh is dead. So maybe you only need one massive wound in the Terminator endoskeleton flesh to, I guess,
Bring the whole thing down.
Yeah, essentially start the rot.
Interesting as well, the sunglasses that he's wearing, the Gargoyles, still available now. But also, if you work for the military and you want to buy Gargoyle shades because you like Terminator, you can get a military discount, which is grand.
Really?
On the website, there's a picture of a guy looking through a telescopic scope on top of a high-powered rifle about to kill someone.
So-
but he's looking sexy because
So
he's got...
descriptive.
If you are part of a group of people that one could argue turns you into a mindless robotic killing machine, you can get, if you're a fan of a film about
Join the army.
a lone robotic killing machine, you can get a discount.
Yep, regulation hero gear.
That's the old boy
apparently, the
network gone
Gargoyles.
mad.
Regulation hero gear.
Who are they? Who are they trying to? Who do they want to buy their shit?
Performance-driven protection.
We want the military to buy our stuff.
How many people do you reckon have been killed whilst the murderers have been wearing gargoyle shades?
Oh my
I
god,
don't
that
know.
would be an amazing statistic to know.
It would
Yeah,
be good
you,
to know,
you,
wouldn't it?
you'd hook into the Chris Kyle market instantly.
I don't think that's worth googling, Ellie. To be honest, I don't think that's going to be up there. Incidentally, you know, we were talking in the last episode about the retroactive abortion.
Yes.
Retroactive abortions has its own Urban Dictionary page.
Okay.
The act of eliminating people that should not be on the planet. And its usage in a sentence: stupid religious fucks deserve to be retroactively aborted. That's not my opinion. That's the opinion of the Urban Dictionary.
Not my words, Lynn.
End scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many more years can we fit into that?
I don't know. A lot more than 7 minutes worth. Come on, keep it going.
Pressure.
Well,
pressure,
it's interesting
pressure.
how we. Yeah. Have I already asked for you to turn the sound up on this scene?
No, but we can if you want.
I
Just
think
to
it's-
give the
it's-
give
But yeah,
the,
this is my
give the
point that I
listeners a
was coming
sense of
to
Sometimes
earlier.
it's
geography.
difficult to comment on because it's silent.
Yeah.
The Terminator had already gone through. Connor sent me to intercept, and they blew the whole place.
Well, how are you supposed to get back?
I can't. Nobody goes home.
This is what I was actually talking about when Cameron
Nobody
wanted
else
to pull on
comes
it, and
through.
Orion was saying, no, we want to end it there.
It's just him.
Because Kyle has to die. As
And
he's
me.
just said, no one else goes back. So it correlates.
Is that across the whole Terminator universe? Nobody else has gone back in time.
I think so.
Just these two.
Just
And
these
then the
guys.
T-1000.
And actually, originally, James Cameron wanted to send back in the first movie. He actually
forgetting?
wanted to send back. Oh no, Joe very
Oh, sorry.
kindly actually moved the microphone so we could share it.
Okay.
I felt it wasn't.
He has a warm heart, Ethan.
It was
that
a miss that
jacket?
there wasn't something.
that jacket?
I thought I'd-
But yeah, originally James Cameron wanted there to be two Terminators.
2 Minute Terminator.
He wanted it!
I want a podcast.
But no, he was originally going to send 2 Terminators back, but then decided not to last minute.
See, that's what we miss out on when it's silent. This is kind of like this gritty, urban, kind of creaking music.
Oh yeah, the machine-like score by Brad Friedel. Very good. Incidental and minimalistic and abstract in a sense.
Yeah, that towel's too clean, man.
Well, it had to show the blood.
Yeah.
Maybe he picked it up from the pharmacy again. He wants some like clean towels so the flesh doesn't rot or
Pharmacy
die.
that's like open at stupid o'clock at night.
That rubber Arnold Schwarzenegger head looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he's drank too much NyQuil or cough syrup.
That's what I was saying. He looks like he's fucked on Valium.
Yeah, but you are right. When the shades go on, it's a pass.
It's just the dead
But
dead
prior
eye.
to that, it's
It had no choice.
And at the end, they kind of have the heartbeat music as well, don't they?
yeah.
So there we have it. A remarkably short episode. However, I think we did cover everything, and we obviously got to mention everything we needed to, I guess. Join us for minute 50. Oh, easy. Right, we are. Minute 29, which will be minute 56 to 58, I believe. And
Do come back.
yeah, we'll be off. Do come back. Find us at 2minuteterminator.com. That's the number 2minuteterminator@gmail.com.
Send us an email.
Send us photographs, questions, audio and otherwise to our Facebook and Twitter if you like. That's 2 Minute Terminator the podcast.
We're not on Twitter, you dick.
We are.
2 Minute Terminator on Twitter.
Yes, it's been up for ages.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
And also
set
download.
it up
When
when
are
I
you going to tell me?
I told you, you're an administrator on it.
Oh, wow.
And also download Arthur and Merlin, the movie that Ethan's in.
Never
That's
heard
only
of it.
£1.50.
Probably rubbish anyway. That's $2.25 at arthurandmelon.co.uk.
How much is that in euros?
Who knows?
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
I now know why I cry, but it's something I can never do.
Bye.
Hasta la vista.
Baby.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm stupid in my head.